Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here, and let's look at a important and one of the best books on biorhythms. The Biorhythm book, Plan for the Ups and Downs in Your Life with Jacyntha Crawley. This is one of the best books. It's been out there for a long time, and it came in a nice little kit. And what it gives you is not only does it give you a lot of good information, and it's well illustrated. You can see how it goes into, and it shows you actually in a nice graphic way what biorhythms are. And let's get this up here a little bit so you can see a little better. It also comes with a biorhythm little calculator. I haven't even taken this out of the package. But it is a nice little calculator. It comes with the book. A lot of them don't come with calculators. They give you basic information, and they expect you to do it kind of in longhand. So this is a nice little calculator that you can calculate your own rhythms with. It's well made. It has the different trends on here. You put it with your actual birth date. But it tells you exactly how to do that in the actual book. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing that. But biorhythms is something that everybody needs to get into. I mean, the way that you are functioning as a bioentity is very critical. Your circadian rhythms, your built-in clocks, all of these things are very important of how you function and at what levels. So if you want to function at high levels, which is what manifesting science is all about, well, you should be following your biorhythms. And this gives you an edge in life, like everything else that Success Tech offers. It's about giving you that edge, amulets that push you ahead and draw energy to you. Well, if you're going to do something big, from investments or meeting people or other things, well, where are you at? If you're going to have you can tell by using your biorhythms where you are physically and mentally, what levels you are at that time. And there's been a lot of research done into this, and it is shown to be very accurate. So, knowing where you're sitting in that particular day, is it a dangerous day for you? Are you going to be driving a long distance that day? Well, maybe you should look at your biorhythms and see if maybe you should delay a trip if you're going to be driving because you're accident prone. All of this is part of it, going into the hospital for an operation. So it shows, here's the Fleece, who came up with biorhythms as a general understanding, Days of Caution. So you can see it's a really nice book. It's highly illustrated, has lots of nice colored pictures in it. Check your biorhythms. And it shows you what all of these things mean, and it takes a little bit of study, but, I like to have my own little charts, basically, because you can have your biorhythms done online for you and generally for free. But are they right? Well, you should get your chart here and refer to it to find out if this chart says the same thing as all those free online. So we found the online stuff to be pretty accurate. It goes into partnerships and marriage, family relationships. So it's a very good book. I think there's a lot of books on biorhythms out there, and this is one of the best and one of the few that will actually give you this kind of calculator to handle. Also goes into all the real life problem things that we're dealing with. Education, exams, interviews, decision making. So, and it's laid out very nice and very straightforward. Health and illness, heart attack, strokes, high blood pressure, stupidity, absent-mindedness. Really, this covers here. She's done a really great job on this, accidents and biorhythms. And there was a lot of studies done on this, and it was very big for many years. And from what I understand, it's still used in Japan a lot, where they use it on airline pilots and bus drivers and people like that. And if they're having a bad physical day, well, they tell them to stay home, don't drive today. It's more cost efficient to take potentially accident-prone people off the work and pay them than it is to have them get into a horrible accident and potentially kill people. So here it goes into sports and gives you a lot of it. So it's a really beautiful book. It goes into some of the histories, etc. It even has a nice bibliography in the back. So this is the book to get, people. There's a link down below where you can get these. They're no longer in print, and their prices keep going up, but there's a few at some good prices still left. Grab these while you can. You should be using Biorhythms, and of course you can plot them online, but this will give you a real good insight into what the biorhythms mean. So when you go online and if you use one of the free computers there, well, what does all of it mean? Well, this book tells you, and it's really a beautiful book and highly recommended. There's a lot of biorhythm books that were written throughout the when it was very popular in the 70s and everything. And which one is good? You know, I've read just about all of them. They're very repetitive, and they're all kind of boring. This is very, very good, and as I said, is very well done with all sorts of... And it's modern material. A lot of the stuff is in the 70s, as you'll see here. Here's Michael Jackson, and here's the Clintons. So, I mean, this is all pretty good. It talks about couples, and as I said, a lot of it is, since it's a relatively modern book, I don't know if we can find out when this was actually published here. See if you can find an actual date. So it's first published in I guess it's 1996, which is pretty good for bio stuff because it's something that was popular, and of course huge amounts of information in 70. We have a lot of these little cool kits that they made back then, and of course they had handheld calculators and everything else to assist people. But all of that, of course, just went into the computer age. But you know, check these online, people. Are they giving you the same that your professionally made calculator here gives you? So it's a great thing to check, and you certainly don't want to using these free services. And how good are they? How good is anything? Who can you trust? Well, I'll tell you, who can you trust? Nobody. We're the only people that give you really some unbiased and good information. So I hope you enjoyed this. Check the links below. Remember to like and subscribe. And of course, there is more detailed information on everything on our Patreon page, which we're building slowly, and we'll have lots of great things on it soon.